Hey traders, hope you are doing well today. Just 2 minutes to check the voice quality and we will begin soon. Thank you everyone that is joining right now. Just 1 minute please. Just 1 minute please. Okay, everything looks fine. So today we are going to look at Bitcoin analysis. We are going to break this down from a higher time frame and I'm going to share a step-by-step analysis. I hope you will find this interesting. If you are new to the channel, please don't forget to like this video, to subscribe, and also to press the notification bell for more future content. So let's begin with Bitcoin analysis. If we are going to look at on a weekly chart, we may see that during this period of time, the price was close to a very strong structure area. Look at the first area. We can see long candles here. This is showing that we have a strong resistance in this zone. But also, if we are going to move a bit lower, you will see that we have support resistance zone also on another part of the structure. So this part here. Overall, it looks interesting. What is very important also for the crypto market is that we are not having problems anymore. Everything is related mainly with the financial data that are coming out from the US, the problem of the banking crisis, the problem of the debt ceiling that the market is facing right now. So we are not having direct problems to the crypto market itself. So from this perspective, we can see that price already stopped in this zone. We don't have to get obsessed with this zone anymore. So this is just as guideline as we are looking at. But on this part of the structure, we can also see that price created a type of inverse head and shoulder pattern. So considering this pattern on a weekly time frame, I am looking at for a possible bullish movement from this area here. However, it is not that easy because this pattern is also created below the structure zone that I already explained. And this pattern below this area is also very complex overall. It is not that easy as everyone may expect. However, we are going to break this down even more and we will see what Bitcoin is already offering from a technical perspective. So let's see this on a daily chart. Thank you to everyone that is joining right now. On a daily chart, we may see that we had also another pattern. We had also this pattern here, a bearish head and shoulder pattern, and it was showing that the chances were very high that the price was getting ready for another bearish movement. If you can see this pattern, this is showing that the price can move down, but on the other hand, we may see also a strong structure zone that is located in this area here between 24,800 approximately and 25,300. So if price will manage to move below from the pattern that is showing for bearish movement, it will immediately face a very strong zone and the chances are high that we may see Bitcoin to recover again. So this is very complex if we are going to look at this pattern that they are on the opposite side of each other. There are many that are looking at for a possible bearish movement that it may continue moving down further. However, it is not that easy in the current conditions. The price can create different scenarios. I'm going to share this analysis also in a different perspective on the daily chart. If we are going to look at this pattern right now, we may see that price is also creating a type of expanding pattern, a type of megaphone pattern. If we are going to apply the rules for a possible bullish continuation movement, the market usually tends to create the first wave, it comes down for correction, we can see another wave, and in this way the market creates another higher high. It comes lower, and once the top is broken, we can see a bullish continuation movement. In the current conditions, if we are going to look at Bitcoin right now, we can see that price created the same thing. We can see the first wave down, the first wave up, one down, another movement here that we can see that the price created another higher high, another lower high at this point, and it seems that probably we are in the same price development if the price will manage to hold at this point. So let's suppose that this area is very strong. Even if the price will come close to this zone, we are going to face a bullish scenario overall. We are having the pattern that is getting ready to stop the price near this area, and we have also a very strong resistance zone. So the chances will be very high that even if the price will not create the bullish movement in this situation, the chances are very high that we may see the price to create this wave. So Bitcoin can come close to 25,000, it may increase and it may expand this correction. In this way, we are going to have a bigger corrective movement without a clear direction for Bitcoin. The picture that we are looking at in these conditions is blocked since 10 days right now. We are going to look at also on a lower time frame. The problem is that if this brown area located between 24,800 and 25,300 approximately, as long as this zone will hold, we are going to see Bitcoin only to recover all the time that it will test this zone. Only a possible move below the pattern that we are looking at, if price is going to break through this pattern, then it will open the chances for the bearish movement. Until that moment, we have the bigger pattern, we have the small pattern, and a possible change in trend or a possible bullish development within this area. So this is why Bitcoin in these conditions is very complex and it is not creating a clear direction overall. We have to be very, very careful. However, this analysis is not related only with Bitcoin because I'm looking at also the crypto market in general. And altcoins are already losing volume and they are testing very strong critical areas. Probably Bitcoin and all the altcoins can create a bullish wave during this period of time. However, we are going to see also them one step at a time. If we are going to break down this chart on the 4-hour for Bitcoin, we are going to see also a more complex scenario in these conditions. So look at what the price is already creating here. We are having a type of W, XY, XZ pattern formation or a corrective pattern, it doesn't matter. And the chances are very high that the price can develop this type of double zigzag pattern or a channel pattern. Since when the price broke out in this zone here, we had a small pattern. This is showing that we are having a price contraction for more than 10 days now. Price is just moving in this narrow zone. It seems like a type of triangle pattern. And the chances are that the price can break through the triangle and it can come close to the top of this pattern, close to 28,600, and probably later it can continue with another move down. Until that moment, everything is possible. We have to be careful. Everything is related also with the US debt ceiling, with the talks that they are still developing. The problem that we are going to face is not related only with the debt ceiling developments, but it is also related with the bigger picture and also the market impact after the debt ceiling. So the market has to absorb the news and to interpret the news as well. Any breakdown from this type of triangle pattern will push the price down to 25,000, but I don't think that we are going to have any aggressive movement. That is why we have to be very careful and wait for a clearer picture on Bitcoin, in my opinion. We had also another bullish pattern that Bitcoin was creating, a type of wedge pattern, and look at what it is already doing here. So we can see only up and downs, it is accumulating, and the accumulation can break in both sides at this moment. However, I'm mainly focused on the bullish side, considering the crypto market. So let's see this one. I will explain why I'm looking at for a possible bullish movement. And the second one that we are going to look at is also Ethereum. Ethereum on the opposite side, it is showing something similar overall, but during all these weeks Ethereum was stopped close to this area here. This was a resistance area that already stopped Ethereum. We can see that the previous one was invalidated since a long period of time. It is not valid anymore. We can see the price there, but it is not valid. This is a zone where Ethereum is already waiting. If we are going to break this down, we may see approximately the same pattern as Bitcoin also on Ethereum. Here we have our pattern and the possible price development. I'm not taking in consideration this one, because if we are going to take that in consideration, the chances are that probably it will continue down further. However, the price has to confirm more in order to continue down even more. We have to be very careful. In this position and with the current data, Ethereum is just above the structure zone, as you may see. We have very strong support zone that is coming from the left, and if we are going to extend this area, we may see that the price reacted in this zone several times. So we are on the daily chart, and this is showing that the price is still holding very, very strong. From the current position, the chances are that, considering that this zone is holding and the price already tested the beginning of the area, price may develop and it can continue to increase further. So from this perspective, the chances are that Bitcoin may test, Ethereum may test this zone here. And a second one is the top of this pattern. I'm not looking at for a stronger bullish movement considering for Ethereum. This has higher chances to happen. The structure zone, it is not too far away, and the probability is very high that the market speculation with the US debt ceiling probably can push the price even higher at this point. So this is what I'm looking at. For the moment, this is still bullish. We can't say it's bearish at all. A bearish movement will begin only when the price will invalidate this picture and after this pattern breakout, probably we may see Ethereum to move down. Until that moment, we are just developing within this zone 1730, 2000 and 2125 approximately. So this is overall for Bitcoin, for Ethereum, sorry. The reason that I'm still looking at for a possible bullish wave and not a bearish wave on Bitcoin is that because I'm looking at also other altcoins that I have shared during this period of time, and the price is showing a very interesting perspective. So let's see what is happening with this one, with Band here, Band protocol. The zone that we may see at this point is showing for a very strong support area. It looks very interesting. But this candle that is coming down on the daily chart, this is dating back on November 10th here, and this is corresponding to FTX crash. So considering that the market didn't break through the FTX crash, the market came down several times before, we can say that the price already tested a very strong support area and the chances are very high that it may increase. I don't know something that was riskier than FTX. In the current conditions, I don't think that we are in a risky environment, at least for the crypto market. However, we have to be careful. But if we are going to look at from this perspective, considering that band increased from this zone 80% the first time, we saw the second time a price increase up to 80%, we may see approximately the same moves again. And look at how aggressive the price managed to recover all the time that it came down. This is a very strong reason that I think that we may have a bullish movement also on Bitcoin and Ethereum. However, I'm going to share also some other charts that they are going probably to support the same idea. So this is for band right now, and the chances are that it may increase further at this point. For this movement, I would like also to use some targets areas, middle target zones, but if you are a long-term investor or you like to trade as a long-term trader, then the top of the pattern that we are looking at makes more sense, and you should target only the top of the pattern here. The invalidation of everything that we are looking at in these conditions, I think that should be below the structure zone that we are looking at, and it makes sense in these conditions because if price is going to break through this zone, it means that it will invalidate also FTX zone here. It will show that probably something bigger may happen and it may release more liquidity. That is why we must have a stop loss at this point in order to limit our losses. The profit potential is huge at this moment. We just have to be patient for band protocol, and we may see the price to increase higher even more. So this is what I'm looking at for band protocol. If you like the analysis, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. Another one that I'm looking at, that I have shared also during the previous time, is Shiba, sorry. As you may see for Shiba Inu, it is strange, but the price is close to the previous areas. Look at how beautiful the price came down. In this zone, this is close to the lowest low, approximately. 800 is this part here. We had the lowest low created on June 22. This is approximately 1 year back. And the chances that I'm looking at are very high for price to recover. The point that we have as the second support zone This is dating back in December 22, and the chances are very high for another bullish wave. So this is another reason why I'm still considering that probably on Bitcoin and Ethereum we may see some bullish waves during the coming weeks. Not impulsive waves in order to pump Bitcoin and to see Bitcoin in 30,000 or 40,000, but as a minimum it can test the upper zones that I explained on Bitcoin. From the current price position, Shiba completed a beautiful harmonic pattern before, and I'm looking at also for a possible bullish harmonic pattern again. So these are the chances that we may see Shiba to increase further from this point. The targets that I'm looking at for Shiba are approximately the same with the others. I would like to trade this on a daily chart, considering that we have the structure zones, and probably the price will take some time before it will increase further. This is a beautiful scenario, and this is why I still think that we may see some bullish reaction from Bitcoin and Ethereum. We are on the buy zone as well also for Shiba, so this is in the buy area. You can buy at this point and you can add again later if you want. Just a moment. Thank you so much for joining. Another one that I'm looking at and that is adding value to a possible bullish movement that we may have during this period of time is also Ethereum Classic. We had a beautiful harmonic pattern from the past. We are looking at for the price to continue to develop further, and as you may see, price came down 2 times in this zone. This is our support zone that we are looking at, and here we have another buy opportunity. So probably Bitcoin and Ethereum is going to create a bullish movement rather than a bearish movement this time. This is adding the chances that even if Ethereum Classic is going to come down, it will bounce again. It would be a beautiful entry point close to the previous support zone where it was before. However, also in this area, it seems very good in my opinion. The chances will be that Ethereum Classic may test the top of the structure as a maximum movement, and probably the beginning of the previous structure is a normal move. So it is not too far away. It's a reasonable move, as you may see. 23% and 32% for Ethereum Classic. Very beautiful moves. So this is a very strong reason if we are going to see what is happening on the bigger picture for this market. We have also a rare, but I don't like this very much. It's not a clear structure. So with the current patterns, let's see what is going to happen. Also, Ape is supporting the bullish idea for a bullish continuation movement. During the previous time, price created a harmonic pattern that invalidated the previous low, and after that price recovered in a very aggressive way. And in these conditions where we are right now, the chances are that price may create a type of ugly harmonic pattern. It can come even a bit lower, and we may see a bullish movement again. The previous movement that happened, it was on November 22. This bearish movement is dating back during FTX time, and so far we don't have something to be to create this bearish wave and to break through this zone. So also on Ape, it's an ugly pattern, but the zone that we are already looking at is showing for a possible bullish movement, and the chances are very high that the price may stop here. As long as we don't have problems from the crypto market, I really believe that the crypto market should recover very soon and probably very easily overall. But we should not see other news related with the crypto industry, because that is going to create very strange things. Also, in this situation, a stop loss below the FTX zone is a must in these conditions in order for us to follow the bullish movement. So look at how many patterns we are looking at that are showing for a possible bullish opportunity. It looks, in my opinion, it's a second chance that we can join this trade, and the chance is not on Bitcoin this time and Ethereum, but the chance is very high on altcoins. So we have very interesting and good altcoins that are already showing very interesting patterns. So very beautiful moves here. I think that it is worth to join this trade. It is not bad at all. So let's see. Just one moment. I want to check the messages. So this is overall for what I'm looking at on the crypto market. Just one moment. One of the guys is asking about Euro USD analysis. I would say that for Euro USD you should stay away for the moment. The problem is that today the US is going to have talks between Biden and another person. Just 1 minute to read because I can't remember. It was breaking news during the morning. So the news was that President Joe Biden said the call with House Speaker Kevin McCarthy went well, and the two are set to meet on Monday afternoon. That is why for Euro USD and also for gold analysis that Yusuf is asking, I think that you should stay away from the market, at least until the US is going to show something related with the debt ceiling. Probably I will do a live stream also tomorrow in order to share details more with the Forex and the gold analysis, but we have to be careful because we may face very big problems related with Forex market during these moments. I think that it's not a normal situation, so we are getting back from banking crisis and from everything else that we had before. We are going back right now in in the problems with the US debt ceiling. This is another problem because they may resolve the issue with the debt ceiling, but it will depend also from the decisions that they will take. So if they are going to take a bigger ceiling, they are going to take a decision about a larger debt ceiling that will impact the economy on the future. Some other analysts are also discussing the problem that the US may face a problem that they faced during 2011. So it is not that easy and we have to be very careful. So please stay away for the moment from the USD pairs. And I am sure that during this week will not be impacted only the USD pairs, but the overall Forex market will have problems because of the price volatility. Because the problem that the US dollar is going to create will be transmitted in all the Forex related pairs. So let's see what is going to happen. So thank you to every one of you for joining. Please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, press the notification bell, and I hope to see you all on the next live streaming. Thank you. Bye bye.